Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is week 5 of the high school football season here in the state of Ohio. And we got a dandy for you. The force meets the object. Neither one can be moved. Both come in a perfect 4-0. The Struthers Wildcats come into Rominger Stadium to challenge the South Range Raiders. The NA8 heats up tonight. We got it right here for you on your sports network. DJ Yoakley and Sam Bellino in the booth. Sam, it's been a great week for both of these teams practice-wise. Game plans have changed on both sides with some outside noise. For you as a coach, what are you telling the Struthers Wildcats, the visitors, on the scoreboard tonight?
Yeah, if you're inside that locker room, you got to tell your guys inside that locker room that you're taking this one game at a time. They've surely had this game circled on their calendar. This is the two programs, the class of the NE8 for the last few years. I believe that this game is going to decide the champion of the NE8. But if you're the coach and you're the staff and you're talking to your kids, you're just letting them know that this is just another game. Play your game. Don't be outside of yourself. Trust your teammates to do their job, do your job. All 11 guys doing their job, and you're going to be successful tonight. This is a tall task for Struthers. And on the other side, this is the biggest challenge that South Range is going to face thus far this year. They've had 4 games, 4 running clocks. I don't foresee that happening again tonight against a very good Struthers team. This is going to be a game of smash mouth football. We're going to run the ball. Can you stop us? And vice versa. So I'm looking forward to a run-heavy football game and an exciting football game at that.
You mentioned running the football. It all comes down to number 4. As we mentioned, 2 4-0 teams. It's going to be Devin Bam Bam Bram taking the rock for Struthers. What we anticipate to be a lot tonight. Talk to me about what Bam Bam can bring to the table.
I'm excited to see him run the ball. We've talked about in the past few weeks how we haven't seen a 100-yard rusher as an opponent against South Range in quite some time. Mr. Bram is going to definitely have something to say about that tonight. He had over 200 yards rushing last week. Struthers is operating out of a power eye, stack eye formation, a la, throwback old school Jeff Bayek days. Coach John Bayek on the other side has a few of those guys on his staff. And with their quarterback out tonight, they're gonna rely on Bram to carry the load. But not only that, my God, is Bram a heck of a linebacker. He's going to be all over the field. He had over 170 tackles last year as a junior. I know he wrecked shop as a sophomore. I am excited to see him fly sideline to sideline defensively for the Wildcats.
With Jason Dukes out with an injury for the rest of the season, the pressure comes on to junior quarterback Anthony Pastello. We've seen him. We've heard all about his athleticism. But tonight he has a chance to write his name in the legendary books of the Struthers Wildcats history.
Yeah, and not only that, they had a freshman last week step up. Tyler Cole, number 20, stepped up. He dot the I in the stack eye, and he ran over for 100 yards last week too. So they've got a lot of runners in the pipelines at Struthers. They had 3 1,300-yard rushers last year, returned 2 of them this year. So I know that they're excited about that young freshman over there as well.
And talking to Coach Rock this week at Giangelo's, I said your offense is great, your defense is great, but your special teams has really stepped up. We've seen a few house calls from the South Range Raiders, but some dirty laundry thrown in there a little bit. But when you had Luke Starkey, who drilled a field goal last week that probably would have been good from 55+, that really can change the way that teams want to cover you defensively.
Yeah, having a field goal kicker who can make 45-yard field goals, that's a weapon. When you get, on the other side of the 40, the 30-yard line in opponent territory, and not that you're guaranteed points, but you have the threat to put points on the board at all times inside the 30, that's a huge weapon. And we can't downplay the importance of special teams. And other than, like you said, a few dirty laundry plays, the special teams for South Range has been phenomenal.
Well, we have a moment. Want to send a special shout-out to our dear friend and avid viewer, YSN, Don Farron Sr., who went under the knife earlier this week. I know he's on the bed watching and rooting on his Raiders. We are underway here in Rominger Stadium, fielded at the 16, and had to be picked up. Some running room. Wide open spaces. Gavin Nagy to the 50, cuts back, has a block, but he is going to be tripped up inside. the Wildcats 40-yard line, and we are off and running, my friend.
Yeah, what a start by Gavin Nagy. He kind of muffed the kickoff a little bit, gathered himself, got the ball, saw green grass, was able to hit that gap, and we talked about being on this side of the field and being a threat to have points early. This is a great starting point for your South Range Raiders.
See what the pace looks like for the Raiders. They come out of the huddle very quickly. One to the top, one to the bottom. Tristan Toy brings up Aiden Dominguez to his left side. Nagy in motion. Handoff. Dominguez fighting through some of the big boys up front for Struthers, and a nice gain about halfway home for a new set of downs.
Yeah, I talked last week about how great of a job Coach Rock and his staff does prepping for the week and scripting out his first few plays. So Coach Rock has an idea of what his first 8 to 10 plays are going to look like. So your first few plays, this possession is going to look pretty crisp from South Range. But again, you have quite the daunting task against a good Struthers defense.
Two receivers top of your screen. Dominguez comes up, and a man in motion for Toy. Tristan scans the defense, and he's going to take it himself. Spins off a tackler and falls forward. Now, the MVP through a lot of these games has been Tristan Toy, what he's been able to do. But I will one-up Tristan Toy and give credit where credit's due. Number 1A, the seamstress for Tristan Toy's jersey, and the jersey itself making a comeback from the depths of, I guess, the trash can. I mean, that jersey is sewn together. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, we joked earlier about that jersey going under the knife a few times, a few too many times.
Man in motion for South Range. Toy here on third down, and that'll be plenty for a first.
So if you notice early, South Range sending two receivers out to the field. Struthers is matching that with three guys. So they're adding the +1 defensively to the receivers. I don't foresee a whole lot of RPOs going out that way because they don't own the numbers game out that way. But when Struthers puts a guy out +1 to the receivers, that opens up a body into the box. And South Range's bread and butter, the buck sweep, gets them a first down there.
Two receivers out left. Man in motion. Looks to be Combs. Toy calls for it. Pardon me. And takes it himself. This time he's going to be tracked down at the 25.
Yeah, number 4, Brand. Yeah, he's he didn't make that tackle, but he's definitely making himself known. He's shooting gaps early right now. He gets a little bit nosy, which is going to open up a little bit of that RPO game over the middle. I talked about the RPO game on the outside of the numbers not being so hot, but with 4 being such a rocket from the middle linebacker position, that could open up the middle for South Range a little bit.
Two receivers to the top again. Looks like Smesko joins the party to the left, the Toy. Toy looking back, steps up, fires high, and caught. And that'll be enough for a first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Toy, man, how he's able to sit in the pocket. You saw him navigate the pocket, felt pressure come from his right side. That's his vision side, was able to just he didn't falter. He just kind of stepped away into the pocket and set his feet and delivered a nice strike to 14, Nate Lewis.
Nate Lewis is the receiver on that play. Two receivers down low on your screen now. Toy checks with the line. Sees something he doesn't like. Calls it out. He's going to take it himself up the middle against that extremely large defensive line of Struthers.
Yep, Bram's first guy there. 78, got to give him props too. 78, Vince Boyla was second man there. They did a good job bottling Toy up in the backfield there for, looks like, gain of nothing, gain of 0. So 2nd and 10 here.
2nd and 10, ball rests inside the 20-yard line, just outside the 15. Two receivers for the Raiders on the right side, one to the left. Toy brings up his back, left hip pocket. And we're going to get some movement, I believe, from the back official, and that's going to back the Raiders up 5.
Yeah, Coach Bake doesn't seem to be. No, he's okay. He just wants clarification there. Yeah, it's tough going backwards there, especially on 2nd down, 2nd and 15. You want to get half back here. You want to get a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 here to kind of have a two-way go offensively. Toy looks a little confused play-wise here.
Waiting for the play, and Play clock down to 23 now, so plenty of time for the Raiders as they break the huddle. 2 receivers down to the bottom, 1 to the top. Toy moves his back to his left hip pocket again. Man in motion. Toy takes the snap, looks to the right, finds a man. Combs trying to get to the corner outside and just could not track down inside the 20-yard line. So the Raiders get a little bit of yardage back, still playing behind the sticks here.
Yeah, it looks like Struthers was in man-to-man there, so the guy goes in motion. The defender on Struthers' side runs with. It was a good play call because, safety has to come from deep to make that tackle. But, Struthers' defensive backs get off of their wide receivers and rally to the football.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Back joins Toy on the right side this time. Tristan drops back, looking downfield, firing right side. He has man, and the Raiders have a touchdown in the corner. What a connection. And a 6-0 lead to start it off.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but, man, I am impressed with Toy. How he stands tall in the pocket, delivers a strike, back corner of the end zone to Combs. Combs on a good corner out there, drops it right in the bucket. It's a great start for South Range here. Struthers is going to have to get the ball and answer the bell.
Troy Combs, the Toy to Troy connection, connected. Starkey on to kick the extra, up to graph the snapper. Holder, Jimmy Powell, and it is he's got to get rid of it. Powell throws it, trying to just get something out of nothing on the low snap. Powell couldn't pick it up, and it'll stay 6-0. So intrigue builds already here at Rominger Stadium. Back after this. Back we come here, 6-0. Raiders have the lead, 7:06 to go in the first. Wildcats will get their first crack at it as Vorshak sends it about the 6-yard line. Return to the 15. Raiders stack things up there, and the Wildcats will have a long field ahead of them, but fear none. We got whistles.
It looks like we just got a guy with a little dinged up there, 67.
67
Chadburn
is Michael Chadbourne, who we interviewed Tuesday at Chiangelo's. Great young man. A lot of love and appreciation for his mother, who has helped him out along the way. Hopefully he's all right. He's as Dave Rock says, he's a big part of what we're trying to do here.
Here we go with the stack guy from the Struthers Wildcats. This is going to be the biggest line that South Range is probably going to see in the whole entire regular season. This line is big, and they are experienced. 4 of the 5 returners from last year back. South Range is definitely undersized in this matchup, but a little speed, agility, and athleticism can win this ball game for them.
Throwback look here for the Wildcats. They go handoff to, what do you call that? Second back?
Yeah, that's you got fullback.
You got fullback. You got quarterback, fullback. I mean, there was 3 back for that, right?
Right. Yeah, you got a quarterback right behind him. You can call an up back, or sometimes referred to as a sniffer. Then you got your fullback and tailback. So Bram's operating out of the fullback position, second back there. The freshman Cole is in the tailback position. Not sure who's in the up back, right behind the quarterback.
Pastella under center. They go handoff to the deep back. And Raiders don't let a whole lot up, maybe a yard, if that.
You get comfortable in a stack eye. We got a 3rd and 3 here, which you can still operate out of a stack eye. It becomes difficult when you get comfortable and you get a lot of reps in the stack eye, but you're stuck with a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9. When you don't get much on 1st, 2nd down, you kind of question, what do we want to do? Do we want to open it up? But again, 3rd and 3, you can still absolutely operate here out of a stack eye.
Bram, the featured back, second behind Pastella. They go to him. Bram is off and running. He's got a lot of space, and he is gone. Touchdown, Wildcats. A 77-yard strike by Devin Bam Bam Bram.
Looked like a little trap play from the fullback position. One pulling guard, trapped the defensive tackle, and those plays kind of hit quickly, and you notice that one definitely hit pretty quickly. and he saw green grass and showed off his speed a little bit there, and was able to go the way to all the way to the end zone, 77 yards.
Impressive. Very impressive strike by the Wildcats early. Extra point down, kick is up, and Struthers has the lead. 7-6. Struthers, 6:34 to go in the first quarter. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. This is the only spot you're watching tonight, and we're excited to bring it to you. Back after this. 6:34 to go in the first, and ladies and gentlemen, look out. 5:34? What I miss? 5:34, my bad.
All good.
We got a ball game. Either way, no matter what, we got ourselves a little bit of a ball game. Kickoff return, better coverage this time by the Wildcats. The Raiders will start on about the 35-yard line, short of a yard, 34. If you're Struthers, you got to be smiling ear to ear right now.
Yeah, but you can't live in the past. You got to play with the next play, and the defense right now knows that South Range was able to go 40, 35 yards pretty easily through the air and on the ground to score touchdowns. So they're happy they scored, but I know that they want to get right defensively. And South Range, they got to be happy about what they're able to do offensively too, though. So we're gonna see a great ball game tonight.
Raiders line up, second offensive possession. 2 to the bottom. Back to the right side of Toy. Handoff. Left side, some running room, spinning. Oh, look out! Raiders biting off chunks of yardage into Wildcat territory. Is that Dominguez?
Yes, sir.
To the left side. He had a lead blocker out there that was absorbing every hit. And the Raiders now back in business here. We're going to see a heavyweight fight here tonight, Sam.
Yeah, I liked what I saw at the top of that play from Dominguez. He could have taken his yards and stepped out of bounds with the first down, but he decided, this is a big ball game. I'm gonna set the tone here by making you feel the tackle, and he lowered his shoulder and got an extra 2 out of that. So you could tell this is a big game for him too.
2 receivers to the right. Toy moves up his back. Man in motion. And Nagy. They go handoff up the middle, and the pile gets pushed to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, so far South Range hasn't been able to do a whole lot of damage through the A and the B gap. Struthers is really stout, through the tackles and the linebacker position. So they're gonna try to hammer it through there a few plays just to kind of keep them honest. But they've been successful going east and west and through the air. So
is this South Range just trying to wear down the defense?
Yeah, and it's a long game, and you'll see Struthers do the same thing. Just wear each other down. It's gonna be a long night.
Nagy goes in motion. Toy goes handoff, inside give.
Uh-oh.
And the ball's loose. Struthers all over it, and they get it back. Wow.
I don't know who that was. Somebody came from defensive back position and put his face mask right on the football, and that thing came out hot, and Struthers was able to come down on it.
That thing was like a mini punt. That thing was juiced out of there. Almost went back to Toy. So it'll be first down Struthers, defensive stand for the Wildcats, and with the lead, this could be, again, I hate to keep going back to this. There's a lot of people thinking this might be an absolute scrub with missing pieces for Struthers, and I think that chip fits squarely on their shoulder right now.
Yeah, this is a sudden change scenario for Struthers. Typically aggressive team will play action here, but I don't think we're going to see that as Struthers. They're going to grind you out.
Hand off to the deep back, and some running room, and a nice tackle. But a better run, a gain of about 8.
Yeah, that's freshman Tyler Cole there. Smart tackle there by the defensive back, just attacking the shoelaces of the defender to get him down. Good tackle. Limit the damage there to 8 yards. But we're going to see a lot of hard hits, a lot of good tackles here tonight.
Struthers gets to the line, checks things out. 2nd and 2. Oh, look at the zoom work. They go handoff, and that'll be enough for the first down as they get to the 50. And Struthers will move the chains.
Yep, that's Cole again. Just your basic dive play right up the A-gap. 2 lead blockers with the up back and the full back. Don't be surprised if they come with Bram here. on this next play from the fullback position.
Pastella gets the call from the sidelines, brings it in himself. There you see Bram, the middle back. Second from the right. Hand in the dirt, you got to love that. There you go. Pastella's in trouble. Broken play, taken down in the backfield. I think something went wrong there for Struthers, and South Range was there to clean it up.
Yeah, I think your quarterback opened up to the wrong side, opened up the wrong way. And you're going to get that with a kid who this is just his second start, started last week against Girard. You have him under center in the stack eye to kind of make things simple for him, but even sometimes your basic belly, blast, dive plays, if you open up the wrong way, they hit so fast, you open up the wrong way, you're not going to be able to make do with it.
Stack eye again.
This is kind of what we talked about, getting behind the sticks in the stack eye.
Handoff. Bram looking, bouncing off of bodies, and the Burgundy wall trying to stop him. Bram just keeps on rolling. Very close to a first down, and we've got whistles. They're just penalty flags everywhere.
Yeah, that was a very hard run from Bram there. He was stuck in the backfield. Kind of old Le'Veon Bell-ish there when he kind of...
Showing patience.
Yeah, patience in the backfield. Looks like we got a face mask there to end it.
Face mask against South Range. You can hear the moans and groans here at Rominger Stadium on the broadcast booth side. And Struthers celebrating as they are now inside the 40 against this Raider defense.
Yeah, Bram digs them out of that hole there. I'm interested. I want to see what happens if they do get behind the sticks and more of a 3rd and 12, 3rd and 10 situation, what they decide to do. But so far they haven't had to make any of those adjustments yet.
Stack eye again. We're going to be calling it all night. Fullback moves over. Deep back gets the ball, and a tackle made. And Cole, the ball carrier, and was taken down by Luke Starkey.
That's a great play by Starkey. He's getting double-teamed there by 2 huge offensive linemen. And he defeats both blocks and is able to find the football and nice little gator roll tackle there. That was a great play by Starkey. Wearing 55, but standing at the linebacker position.
The double nickel. We talked to him about every Starkey in his family, his brothers, have worn that 28 jersey. But Luke gave it up to be a team player, where his team needed him was to fill that role of guard. Handoff right side. Raiders sniff it out and put the stop on.
I saw some of the film last week of Tyler Cole running the football. He runs hard for a freshman. He's listed here at 5'10", 190. That's a big kid for being 14, maybe 15 years old. He runs hard. I'm impressed with Tyler Cole here.
Wildcats been waiting for this year for a long time. This is what they've been building for, but fear not, Struthers fans. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be good for quite a while. Coach Bake doing things the right way. Bell's toll here at Rominger Stadium, 3rd and long. They go handoff, deep back, trying to plow through the Burgundy bodies, and Cole's going to come up short, crosses the 30, but can't get the lead stick.
This is 4-down territory. Struthers are going to come out in stack eye. They're going to give it to their bell cow, number 4. Now it's a chess match a little bit here. They're going to run a basic belly play, or they're going to counter like the 77-yard touchdown play. But before any of that, I think we're going to get the quarter here, DJ.
Clock ticking down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that is going to put a bow on quarter number 1. After 1, it's Struthers 7, South Range 6. Do not go anywhere. We got a dandy for you. We'll flip sides back after this on YSN. Second quarter, already drama here. 4th down and, what do you call it, 4?
Yeah, long 3. They got it listed at 3 on the scoreboard. My call to you during the break was a little motion and counter back. They went motion and went power to the motion. Let's see if they motion.